Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Why do we leave the mosque early and miss the huge rewards of Taraweeh? One quiet Ramazan night, after Maghrib, the house felt peaceful. The masjid's azan for Isha was not far away. Hamza, a 10-year-old boy, slowly walked into the living room and sat beside his father. His shoulders were heavy. His face looked tired, not physically but from the heart. His father noticed immediately. He gently asked, "What happened, my son? Why do you look disappointed?" Hamza sighed. "Baba, every Ramazan I make a goal. I try to read the whole Quran more than once, but it takes so long. I hardly finish once. I feel like I'm missing big rewards. I want more reward from Allah, but I can't do more." His voice cracked a little. The father said gently, "Allah has already given you a bigger opportunity. And you didn't even realize it." Hamza, surprisingly. "What opportunity?" The father asked, "Hamza, after performing the Isha prayer, what you do?" Hamza replied, "After completing the Isha Farz prayer, I left the mosque and met my friends at a cafe, where we spent some time in casual conversation. Later I returned home and offered my sunnah and witr prayers." The father replied, "My son, you are missing out on immense rewards during the month of Ramazan. If you remain in the mosque instead of joining your friends for casual talk, you can attain great spiritual benefits." Surprised, Hamza asked, "What do you mean, Baba?" The father explained, "It is the Taraweeh prayer. During Ramazan, the Imam recites the Quran in the Taraweeh prayers. Throughout the month, from the beginning to the end of Ramazan, the Imam completes the recitation of the entire Quran. By participating in Taraweeh, you share in the blessings and rewards of listening to and standing in prayer during the complete recitation of the Quran. If you pray Taraweeh for the whole Ramazan, you will listen to the entire Quran once. That is another complete recitation for you." Hamza's eyes widened. "Wow, mashallah," the father continued. "And think about it, it's even more special because of Ramazan." Then he counted on his fingers. "You are in wuzu, ablution. You are in the mosque. You are standing in salah. You are listening to Quran attentively. You are praying in Ramazan. And you are praying Qiyam at night." He said, "Each one of these alone has huge rewards. Now imagine all of them together." The Prophet said, "The angels continue to pray for one of you. As long as he remains in his place of prayer and does not break his wuzu, they say, 'Oh Allah, forgive him. Oh Allah, have mercy on him.'" The Prophet said, "Shall I not tell you something by which Allah erases sins and raises ranks?" They said, "Yes." He said, "Performing wuzu properly even when it is difficult, taking many steps to the mosque, and waiting for one prayer after another. That is ribat, like guarding the borders." The Prophet said, "One of you is considered in prayer as long as he is waiting for the prayer." Quran reminder, the father recited, "Indeed, the recitation of the Quran at dawn and night is ever witnessed." Then he added, "Whoever comes with a good deed will have 10 times the like thereof." He said, "Allah says, and when the Quran is recited, listen to it attentively and remain silent so that you may receive mercy." The father said, "So even if you don't read with your tongue, you still get reward for listening. Allah is so generous." The important advice. Then the father became serious. "But listen carefully, my son. If you want the reward of completing the whole Quran in Taraweeh, you must pray every night completely. If you miss some rakat at the beginning, or leave early, or skip some nights, then you miss parts of the Quran. If you miss part of the Quran recited during Taraweeh, you may make up the missed prayer. It is best to continue praying with the Imam as much as possible. Then later, if you remember the specific verses that were recited and missed, you may recite them in your voluntary prayer. If you do not remember the exact verses, you may perform Taraweeh on your own and recite any portions of the Quran that you know. Then sincerely ask Allah to accept your missed Taraweeh." Father continued, "Hamza, rest for a few minutes, sit down, drink water, then stand again. But don't lose this opportunity." Then he said softly, "Think, Hamza, you are standing in front of Allah, in his house, in the most blessed month, listening to his words. Don't you think Allah is looking at you with mercy?" Hamza's eyes filled with tears. Father continued, "Listen to very carefully, Hamza. Taraweeh is sunnah, not farz, obligatory, not nafil, but sunnah mu'akkada, strong sunnah. Reward. Taraweeh has huge rewards, especially if you pray with the Imam." The Prophet said, "Whoever stands in prayer with the Imam until he finishes, it will be recorded for him as if he spent the whole night in prayer." Meaning, if a person prays Taraweeh with the Imam and stays until the Imam finishes, including witr, Allah gives the reward as if he prayed the entire night, Qiyamul Layl. Summary: Taraweeh, Sunnah Mu'akkada only in Ramadan. Very great reward. Prophet practiced it You can pray 20 rak'ahs of Taraweeh with the intention of sunnah, and it is considered sunnah practice according to the majority of scholars. Even though Prophet Muhammad usually prayed about 8 rak'ahs, but he did not limit Taraweeh to only 8 rak'ahs. He only stopped leading regularly because he feared it might become obligatory farz, not because 8 was the fixed number. Evidence that more rak'ahs are allowed, the Prophet said, "The night prayer is 2 by 2 rak'ahs." This means there is no fixed number for night prayer. You can pray more. Practice of the companions. During the time of Caliph Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, the companions prayed 20 rak'ahs Taraweeh in congregation. Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, said, "What a good innovation this is." The Sahaba companions agreed on this practice. Since the companions followed this, scholars consider 20 rak'ats a sunnah practice, sunnah of the Sahaba. So both are sunnah. 8 rak'ats is sunnah of Prophet, and 20 rak'ats is sunnah of Sahaba, companions. But listen carefully, Hamza. In these days of the blessed month of Ramadan, the Imam recites and completes the entire Quran during the Taraweeh prayers. This is a precious opportunity Allah has given us. Why should we miss the chance to listen to the whole Quran while standing in prayer in the house of Allah? Father adds final wisdom. The father said, "We never know which deed will take us to Jannah. Maybe one tired night of Taraweeh. Maybe one tear. Maybe one ayah." The change, Hamza's heart felt light. The disappointment disappeared. Now he felt excited. He smiled and said, "Inshallah, Baba. I will pray full Taraweeh every night. I will stay in wuzu. I will listen carefully. I will make zikr. I will not waste Taraweeh." Then he hugged his father and said, "I thought I was behind, but Allah already gave me many chances." The father kissed his forehead and said, "My son, even one sincere deed can outweigh mountains." Moral of the story, Taraweeh, complete Quran listening. Allah multiplies small deeds. Ramazan opportunities must not be wasted.